So Shannon Sharpe, FS1's Undisputed. Are the Browns a Super Bowl contender?
I don't. I'm not even picking them to win the division. I'm going to take the Ravens because I trust Lamar Jackson more than I trust Baker Mayfield. Skip, I can make a case, talent for talent, roster top to bottom. They might be the most talented roster. When you look at their offensive line, look at their running back, look at their skill positions, look at that defense and what they upgraded, they can go toe-to-toe with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Agreed.
But you know what it comes down to in this league, Skip. It always has, and it always will. You're not running your way to the Super Bowl because what's going to happen, they're going to force you. Eventually, a team will say, you know what? We're not going to let you run it. We're going to play you man-to-man. We're going to make you make throws in the tight windows. Can you do that on a consistent basis?
Let's welcome in Tim Bielik, reporter for cleveland.com and the Plain Dealer. Tim, I'm okay with that. As the Browns go, if you want Baker Mayfield to beat you, I think he's going to be able to beat you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look pretty good to me on Sunday night, especially that second possession, that throw to Kadel Hodge for the touchdown. Certainly should get everybody, that's in Cleveland excited about what he can do in year two. And I feel like there is still some residual, after effects of what happened in 2019 when that whole thing kind of came apart a little bit with Freddie Kitchens and that whole, problems they had on that side of the football. He clearly turned it around in the second half of 2020. I thought he looked very good in the playoffs. I think Baker certainly, at this point, he seems underrated to me. Like, he's a guy that now that he's in a system for the second year in a row, now that he's got this slew of talent at the skill positions, this offensive line, which should only get better this season with another year of continuity. He's never had this before, so we don't know exactly what his ceiling is going to be. If he goes and puts up about 40 touchdowns this season, I don't know how many people would be surprised by that. I think we just have yet to see a consistent season. I think this is the year we do, and I think there's some pretty big things in store if he's able to be as consistent as people hope he can be.
And again, I don't want to beat up on the national media because I think part of the thing is unless you are following specifically the Browns and are that into it, you don't realize the dysfunction that he's had and that he's been through different offenses and some offenses that quite frankly didn't make sense when you watched them, what they were trying to do. This offense makes sense. You kind of, if you pay attention to it, you get where they're going, you see what sets up what. So I understand where the national narrative might not catch up. I think it's going to catch up pretty quickly with what Baker Mayfield, with what I expect him to do in this offense.